JMUN stands for Junior Model United Nations, and it's a role-playing activity. So you're assigned a country and then a committee that's a United Nations committee. And you have certain topics and you spend a lot of time researching those topics from your country's perspective. And you research and you write and you prepare debate, and then at the end of the year we go to a conference at the University of San Diego for 2 days where we debate those issues with students from all over San Diego County.
Can you give me an example, please, of what one of those committees might be doing or working on, what their focus would be?
So one of the committees, for instance, is the United Nations Environmental Program. And so they are working on lots of the world's worst environmental problems and trying to solve them. And these are problems that adults haven't solved, but we come up with creative solutions and debate them.
Hi, my name is Megan Peck, and I am an Assistant Secretary General for this year's Junior Model United Nations Conference here at the IPJ. I've been doing MUN since I was in 7th grade, and it's been a ton of fun. You get to meet a lot of really cool people who you get to see every year from different schools all around the district, and some from Lake Temecula too. You have something awesome to put on college applications, and they do have MUN through college, so you can continue it there. And then since I started as a delegate, I've worked my way up to being a part of the Secretariat, as so many others have, and now it's a totally different but equally exciting experience.
Can you explain a little bit how being a delegate is different from being in the organizational group?
So as a delegate, that's when you prepare the speeches and you get to compete and work with other delegates from other schools. But being a part of the Secretariat, that's when you are a chair, a page, a vice chair, a secretary general, and you run the conference logistically, or you're grading people's scores and you're helping delegates learn how the conference works, or you're banging the gavel in committee. There's a lot that you can do.
I'm Jenna.
I'm Donna.
Okay, can you explain which committees you're on and which countries you represent?
I am from International Maritime Organization and my country is Turkey.
I'm from the 4th committee and my country is Syria.
Could you guys explain what your committees do?
Well, my committee protects the sea and all the maritime borders.
And my committee protects religious and ethnic minorities and provides for mine action.
Awesome. Okay, so could you tell me what your high points and low points were, like the good news, bad news of having participated in JMUN this year?
I would say that a high point is going to conference because it's really fun and you get to meet a lot of new people.
I'd say that I agree with Jenna. A high point is going to conference because of the parliamentary procedure.
Okay, any low points at all?
Not really.
No.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Alright, so the way the crisis works is after the first day of conference, after lunch, there is a crisis that's announced, and the crisis is typically something that is a really big deal for the entire world, and it incorporates all of the different committees at the conference. And so students are asked to go home that night and write a resolution, which is essentially trying to solve the part of the problem that affects their committee.
Could you briefly explain what the nature of the crisis was that occurred yesterday?
This year it has to do with Russia tampering with elections around the world, and then that escalates into a military battle in which they move into the Middle East, and that causes another country to react, and it pollutes water, and it endangers animals, and it endangers health, and people launch weapons, so one thing sort of snowballs into another thing.
Also, it becomes a very comprehensive crisis.
Yes, it endangers both heritage sites, so everything that is important for one of the committees will be addressed in the crisis.
Hi, my name is Kalos Chu. I'm the Secretary General for this year's JMUN conference. I went to Lewis. My nephew is there right now, Karsten, if you're watching this, hello. But yeah, I started in JMUN when I was a 7th grader, and it was probably one of the most influential things that I've done in my high school and middle school career. I think the things that you learn from it, first of all, it's really fun. I want to get that out there. Everything that I say might be like things that you're going to learn, but ultimately it's a fun experience. And I think if you talk to some of the delegates who've been here, or you get to see some clips. It's engaging. It's like you are representing the country, and it's completely unique, and you get to debate, and the whole experience is great. But as far as what you learn from it, I mean, you learn the soft skills, right, that are going to carry you through life. How to be a good public speaker, how to work with other people, how to do research, all of these things that you're not necessarily going to get a chance to learn as much in a classroom, and that's a really unique way of doing it, also in a fun way. And I think, like, academically too, it definitely helps you. I mean, as far as my college applications go, like, extracurricular, like MUN has took up a lot of like the boxes on my college application, and it was definitely a good way to spend my time doing something that was impactful and learning along the way. And like, I think it worked out. Like, I'm going to Harvard next year. June over there, who's another Secretary General. Say hi, June.
Hello.
He's going to Yale next year.
Awesome.
All of our
Congratulations.
pretty much all of our Secretariat members are going to amazing colleges, and I think that is in no small part due to their involvement in JMUN.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes.